Hot Springs, Arkansas gets its name from the naturally thermal spring waters found here. Flowing out of the ground at an average temperature of 143 degrees Fahrenheit, the hot springs produce almost 1 million gallons of water each day. It's hard to tell exactly how long people have been visiting the springs. Native Americans called this area the Valley of the Vapors, and it was said to have been a neutral territory where all tribes could enjoy its healing waters in peace. Spanish and French settlers claimed the area in the mid-1500s. In fact, the famous explorer Hernando de Soto was the first European to visit Hot Springs in 1541. The Grand Promenade parallels Central Avenue, but it is a world away. A green corridor apart from the urban setting, evergreen trees, shrubs, and a succession of flowering plants make this outdoor setting attractive in all seasons. Promenades figured prominently in the spa scene. In this 19th century, the huge hotels in the city had spacious grounds where walkways provided opportunities to show off peacock finery. People flaunted St. Louis fashion in front of the bathhouses and at the fountains. The Grand Promenade was completed in 1958. The Grand Promenade was conceived as a walkway and grounds to provide a transition between the formality of the bathhouses and the naturalness of the mountains. It was an inducement to take in fresh air and sunshine in a relaxed atmosphere. To enhance the effect, the patterned brick walkway is wide at the beginning and landscaped with non-native plants. Tapering in stages, the promenade's northern end narrows and is more enclosed by native plants. A side trail, the Tuffa Terrace Trail, passes the historic Upper Springs and descends past the thermal cascade to Arlington Lawn. The Tuffa Terrace Trail passes historic Rouse Spring and follows a fairly level path across the hillside before rejoining the Grand Promenade. From there, you can stroll the Grand Promenade or descend past the thermal cascade to Arlington Lawn. Before bathhouses diverted the waters, the upper springs along this trail cascaded down the slope and formed mineral terraces of calcium carbonate or tufa. Landscaping has obscured most of the original terraces, but look for the surviving tufa deposits near the end of this trail and at open springs behind Bathhouse Row. For millions of years, the thermal waters from the springs flowed freely down the lower slopes of Hot Springs Mountain, evaporating and cooling as it went. This action precipitated calcium and silica salts from the water to build terraces of this rock called tufa. Setting plays a significant role in the hot springs spa experience. The magnolia-lined avenue and landscaped lawns in front of the bathhouses create a pastoral atmosphere in the midst of all the city. Just a few steps behind Bathhouse Row, the Grand Promenade offers strollers an encounter with the lower slopes of Hot Springs Mountain. Exercise has long been part of the spa regimen. In the past, the park's trails provided a natural outdoor counterpoint to the vigorous mechanics of the bathhouses, hydrotherapy, and gymnastics equipment. Today, their quiet beauty still offers opportunities for renewal of the spirit. A stroll along Bathhouse Row evokes the golden age of bathing, when taking the waters was a fashionable form of recreation. The present structures date from 1911 to 1939. Though the same waters were piped to all the bathhouses, the owners competed for customers by offering distinctive services and unique interior and exterior design. The architecture reflects a vanishing era. Behind the bathhouse facades, bathers have sought restored vigor, relief from pain, and cures for dread diseases. The Buckstaff remains open for traditional bathing, while the National Park Service preserves Bathhouse Row as a significant national landmark in the culture of leisure. Compared to its elaborate neighbors, the Superior Bathhouse has a modest appearance. Its owners emphasized a therapeutic program in interior rooms where marble and brass fostered a hygienic environment. Known for superior service to patrons, it far surpassed the experiences of travelers to early bathhouses. Superior Bathhouse had the longest continuous operation of all Hot Springs bathhouses before closing in 1983. The present Hale Bathhouse was built in 1892 but drastically altered in 1914 and 1939. Its brick was covered with stucco and a red tiled roof installed so the building would harmonize better with the other buildings of Bathhouse Row. Although the bathhouses had distinct identities, they all shared certain features such as awnings and arched windows, doors, and ceilings. Building nameplates were bronze or gold leaf on glass. Landscaping further unified Bathhouse Row with the magnolia-lined front walk and the green spaces in front of each building. In 1911, the Maurice Bathhouse Company replaced an elegant but wooden Victorian building with the bathhouse you see today. The Mediterranean-style masonry structure set the standard for all other bathhouses on Bathhouse Row. The building is awash with aquatic images, blue tiles accent the roof lines, and mythical sea creatures cavort on the stained glass ceilings in the bath halls. The therapeutic pool sign refers to a once popular amenity, a large pool that was maintained in the basement. Inspired by the spas of Europe, Colonel Samuel Fordyce opened this Renaissance Revival bathhouse in 1915. With its copper-framed glass marquee and elegant window design, the Fordyce reflects a crowning achievement of the golden age of bathing. Its interior features are also ornate. A stained glass ceiling in the men's bath hall creates an underwater atmosphere. Terracotta fountains and other stained glass panels provided artful and luxurious surroundings. The Fordyce Bathhouse occupied an ideal location next to the formal entrance to the park. Its roof garden was within sound and sight of the bandstand on the hillside above. The Caddo, Quapaw, and Choctaw tribes lived in or visited the area during the 1700s and 1800s. This edifice pays homage to their lasting influence. The owners named the bathhouse for the Quapaw Indians and incorporated an Indian head design over the entrance. The towering building dominates Bathhouse Row. The mission style of the Ozark Bathhouse may relate to the claim that Spanish explorer Hernando de Soto visited the hot springs. The building's twin towers are strictly decorative. On Bathhouse Row, the Quapaw, the Fordyce, and the Hale bathhouses with their red clay roof tiles also reflect this Spanish association. The Ozark scroll and shield decorations and classical designs on window planters suggest a relationship with Roman baths. From its opening, the handsome Buckstaff Bathhouse aggressively promoted its image. To gain customers, the owners mounted a huge sign on the roof to attract people from the large hotels a block away. Other bathhouses lost character as they modernized, but the Buckstaff kept its historic appearance and emphasized its reputation for service. Although many of its competitors closed between 1962 and 1985, the Buckstaff continues to operate as a bathhouse. On Bathhouse Row, it is the sole operating survivor from the golden age of bathing. Built in 1911, the Buckstaff's neoclassical style inspired Park Superintendent Harry Myers to write that the building resembled the Irish House of Parliament. The present masonry Lamar Bathhouse, completed in 1923, has a symmetrical California style of architecture. The large lobby contains nostalgic murals of historic landscapes and country scenes. Art Deco stairs, signs, and lights decorated the building. Advertising a tub for every sized person, the Lamar Bathhouse also featured a large sun porch to promote natural health. Like many Victorian bathhouses, the wooden 1890s Lamar Bathhouse had stickwork, decorations, and railed roof walkways. The health benefits of taking the baths were a primary reason for baseball coming to Hot Springs. The players tended to drink heavily and believed the hot bath regimen could boil out the impurities in their system. The Buckstaff, still in use as a bathhouse, was built in 1912 and hosted many prominent players. The 1915 Fordyce Bathhouse is now the National Park Visitor Center. Tours include the gym where many players trained. The hot springs only emerge in the Bathhouse Row area downtown because the town grew around the hot springs. If you're ever in the area, I strongly recommend that you go see, taste, and feel the hot springs for yourself. If you have the time, go tour the historic Fordyce Bathhouse, visit the park store in the Lamar Bathhouse, stroll through the Bathhouse Row National Historic Landmark District, and experience the thermal water for yourself by either taking a traditional bath at the Buckstaff Bathhouse or a modern spa experience at the Quapaw Baths and Spa. For those of you who do not wish to go on a tour alone, there are guided tours available. Hours of operation tend to vary by season, and all of this information can be found online.